not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Mike 50. And we got one. To the ball.
Mariota on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Mariota. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He finds McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson is for his running back, McCoy. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Anthony Sherman with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Phillip Lindsay, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's airing it out for Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota looking deep for Adams. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they're facing a very tough 3rd and 11. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59. Buzz, 59.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
First down, Texans.
Operating from the gun. Watson. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Down, he's coming.
Now a first down throw. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Set. To the court. 18. QB's traps. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Uprights, and a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Check, 59. Let's get
One.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 59.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 38. And it's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This will be fielded at the 8.
The Titans go over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. He'll be good.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On second and goal, Watson forced out to his left, dancing to his left. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Titans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
I got it. 59.
From the gun, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him. Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open? Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it. Throwing, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. 54. Go. 52's the mic right here. 54. 52's the mic. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch his flat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. A very solid gain of 27. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Texans 42, Titans 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota is going to find his running back. It's complete. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football. When it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Watson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Watson now Operating from the gun. He's going to float this one deep. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To the air yet again, Watson. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 52's the mic. Get him, get him, get him.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That's caught by Howard. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The pitch to Howard, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mariota to throw it. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mariota again, and that is incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Check 43. General, West.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down and goal. Mariota hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll go again with Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And the Texans first down.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Well, now Lindsey lost the football, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and finally brought down at the 43. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Like 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
On 1st down, Lindsey And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This is Howard on second down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the 50, it's Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Check, 59. Cut.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Everyone got 4 down.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in it. Finish them. And I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Bad man when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't